What is up, guys? Zan for Playbook.gg, and in today's video, we're going to show you how to use the double team feature to get your quarterback out on some designed rollout passes. Before we dive into this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of the great tutorials that we've got headed your way here on the Playbook.gg YouTube channel. Okay guys, so welcome back. Now in today's video, we're going to talk about using the double team feature. And the reason that we're going to go ahead and talk about using this double team feature is that I think that a popular topic in the Madden community right now is, do people blitz 7 because of the escape artist, or do people use the escape artist because people blitz 7? I think it's fair to say when you play this game that the escape artist is one of those things that is incredibly overpowered. The fact that your quarterbacks can all run basically 99 speed behind the line of scrimmage to get away from pass rushers is pretty unbalanced. However, at the same time, I would also say that blocking logic in this game is pretty unbalanced when, you know, you can max protect 7 against a 7-man blitz out of 3-4 odd, and then there are just times where they don't pick it up either. And we can talk about pass protection all day long, and the bottom line is it's pretty inconsistent. So knowing that it's hard to rely on pass protection, that is the whole point of this video. Okay, if you can't trust your guys to hold up, you've got to be able to move the pocket. So what I want to do in today's video is we're going to talk about I'm going to show you an example of a blitz that is going to be very, very hard to scramble on, even with the escape artist. So, we're going to go ahead on defense, and we're going to go ahead and do the 3-4 meta, which is the blitz 7 QB contain style defense. Now, right here, I'm just going to go ahead and make a couple adjustments to the coverage. You'll see a lot of people that will run it kind of something like this. So, quarters on the outside, they're going to try to blitz 7. And basically what I'm saying with this is, yes, you can pick it up. Say I were to go ahead and max protect. Even then, though, because they're in a contain, it can be kind of tough to get outside. You see, if I try to scramble, he disengages. I have to throw out the ball off my back foot, right? So now all of a sudden we're playing a game where they're blitzing 7 and they basically still have a mathematical advantage in coverage versus what we have at receiver. I mean, you take a look at it, now all of a sudden we got 3 routes and they've got 4 defenders. One of them is a user. You see how this could be tough on us, right? Plus, we're worried about this block right in the middle. We're getting cut blocked. Now all of a sudden we're on a timer. We're in a spot where we scramble left, disengage. We scramble right, disengage. Okay, so what do we do, right? So that's where today's video comes into play. If you're sick of the cover 0 blitz meta like I am, this is something that you probably would want to consider. Now, full disclosure, you guys are going to need a escape artist to do this. It really only makes sense with an escape artist because you're going to be on the run. You've got to go. You've got to haul some serious tail when it comes to this tip. But what we're going to do here is we're going to set up the exact same defense. So let's go ahead and set that up exactly as we just did. All right, so we'll go ahead and even do the coverage adjustments or whatever, right? So now what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and show you how we can go ahead and attack this style defense. So what we're going to do first off is we're not going to max protect. In fact, we're actually going to let a free rusher through. So we're just going to block on the side that we would like to roll out to. We're going to block the tight end. That's really all you're going to need here with this tip. Now, as far as what we're going to do otherwise, we're actually going to let a defensive lineman through. I would rather escape artist away from a defensive lineman than try to outflank a contain outside rusher. Now, when you think about how this works in Madden, you're talking about guys like Von Miller, Lawrence Taylor, Khalil Mack, really fast outside linebackers that can not only get to the quarterback with their power move, their finesse move, but also when you contain them, they're athletic enough to not allow some escape artists to get out behind them or outside of them and break contain. So what we're going to do here is we're going to outflank the defense by utilizing the double team feature. So by pressing the left bumper, that's L1 on the PlayStation, and then flicking the right analog stick down, you're going to pull up the double team feature. Then from there, you're going to hit the left analog stick, and you're going to scroll along the front to the player you want to double team. And what we're going to do is we're going to double team this player, that contain rusher in that previous example. So we take a look at this contain rusher. You see how he gets outside leverage on the tight end. We start to feel a little bit pressured. We roll out, he disengages, right? We want to get 2 sets of hands on this contain rusher so he cannot maintain that little leverage to the outside. This will allow us to get to the rollout and go out wide. So what we're going to do here is we're going to double team that player. So you see that player, we confirm with A. Now, what we can expect is that this player on the defense will now be unblocked, Dean Lowry. So what we're saying is, okay, right tackle, tight end, you guys are double teaming, take this contain, get outside leverage on him and seal him to the inside. Now, we also know we're going to allow Dean Lowry through. So let's get ready to go with our escape artist quarterback. So we're going to go ahead and show you what this looks like here. Now, what we're going to do is we know that off the backside, the pursuit's coming. I mean, that's fine. Just accept it for what it is. If they're blitzing 7, you want to have, you know, a running back or something out of the backfield that they have to respect. You have to make them respect that running back. That'll allow them to kind of, you know, flinch to the left with their user. And then now you're on the run to the right away from them. And you could scramble and or hit your check down or whatever you want to hit out there in the 4-on-3 situation. So we're going to see Dean Lowry come through and we're gone. Let's just go. We roll out. You see how that works, right? Now, obviously, I didn't have any route combinations up right there. I didn't set up anything crazy. So, you know, I just put the running back on a streak. So, but you saw how that worked, right? You saw how what that did was it allowed us to outflank the rusher. Would you rather have to deal with breaking contain against Lawrence Taylor? Or would you rather deal with Dean Lowry and then an outside linebacker rushing off the backside? Now, if you want to pick up that outside linebacker off the backside, just go ahead and block your running back. He stays in, he'll chop block him. Now all of a sudden you're running away from number 94 and you're in really good shape. So now all of a sudden your opponent is going to have to get into the spy game in order to counter this. So would you rather face a 7-man contain rush or a quarterback spy? Now, of course, I'd rather have time in the pocket to make my throw, spy my quarterback all day so I can pass. That's how I kind of feel about this. Now, let's go ahead and kind of set that up again here. So we'll go ahead and set up the exact same defense, you know, that kind of 7-man blitz. Now, of course, this is going to help you when it comes to beating cover 0 as well, because if you could find routes that beat man to man, you know, yes, you can effectively beat man to man, you know, wheel routes, for instance. Those are great routes. You know, drags, you know, if you got fast receivers that run drags, those are good things too. So with this tip now, okay, I'm double teaming. You see right there, okay, he didn't actually get double teamed. Sometimes that'll happen. I think it has to do with blocking the running back. So that's why I kind of said from the start that you don't really want to block your running back. I think your best bet is to go ahead and accept someone's coming through and make it a D lineman with the double team feature. So boom, double team him. Now all of a sudden, just go ahead and run your running back on a route. So, you know, for instance, here, if I were to send the running back out on a streak, I block the tight end, and then I use the double team feature. We know 2 players are coming free. It's going to be the right of screen end, left outside linebacker if they're rushing 7. So now that's going to allow us, okay, double team, we're gone. Now that wheel route is open, dashing dead eye, on the money, touchdown. So you see how this is going to work. I don't think that this is a max protect thing whatsoever. I think this is better off blocking 6. I think you're going to get better and more consistent results. So let's go ahead and show you that one more time there. Against the 7-man rush, go ahead and invite it. Go ahead and invite the rush off the backside and through the front side B gap by doing this. So again, running back can run whatever the heck he wants. If it's a wheel, great. You know, that's going to put your opponent in a spot where now they have to use either the rollout or they have to worry about the running back. They're going to have to worry about the running back the majority of the time. So chances are they're going to hover to that side. Now, all of a sudden, you're going to say, okay, I'm going to block 6 against 7. I'm going to double team somebody and know that I can outflank them. 2 guys are coming through the gap. Boom, you roll out. Your wheel route torches the man coverage, dashing dead eye on the run, touchdown. So this is going to work really well with your quarterbacks in MUT right now. I know that I think that there's Andrew Luck. I think Russell Wilson also gets dashing dead eye along with escape artist. But this will also work with, you know, escape artists in general. So Vic, Lamar Jackson, guys like that as well. So, you know, I think that this is valuable information for you guys simply because it's one of those games where I know for a fact I'm sick and tired of the Blitz 7 meta. I always have been. It's easy to say, you know, dot it up, but you know, not all of us want to have to, you know, immediately sit in the pocket. Some of us want to be able to run the ball, use play action, things like that don't really work very well, especially play action against 7-man blitzes. So, you know, I think that the balancing of the game in general, yes, the escape artist, it's very overpowered. I'm not going to deny that one bit. But at the same time, without the escape artist, you're going to see that this game plays this way where if you're stuck in the pocket against these 7-man blitzes, and guys are just basically playing outside quarter zones on the outside, and the deep zones can react to throws to the flat and limit them for 2 yards, it could get real frustrating because it feels like you can really aggressively blitz 7 and not have to pay for it. Now, at least with this ability, you're really gonna flip that blitz meta on its head. So I know some of you guys are probably not going to enjoy this video. Some of you probably are not going to like that because it just makes the escape artist even better. But I also think at the same time, this kind of eliminates that whole, I wouldn't say eliminates, it just really nullifies, except for the elite adjusters in the world. It's going to nullify that blitz 7 meta that a lot of players like to play on defense as well. If you like this video, check out one of the videos on your screen right now. And for more in-depth analysis, visit www.playbook.gg for detailed game plans written by pro Madden players. Master the game with playbook.gg.